Good morning. Welcome to another Let's Clean Out My House sale. That's what I should have called it. Let's Clean Out My House sale. Good morning, Classic Charm Jewelry. How are you? Um, got a lot of vintage linens, doilies that I was actually going to use in my sewing and upcycling, but I'm not. I'm trying to get rid of stuff for right now, and I can find and source stuff when I need it just to move. So that's where we're gonna get started at this morning. And let's see, why aren't you going? Let me get my computer all situated, and then we'll get going. Um, okay, cool beans. Thank you guys for coming in. I don't know what you want to start with. I have some vintage like I said, doilies, tablecloths, a few pillowcases, not a lot of pillowcases, but I do have some pillowcases. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with trims. And there's some of these. There's a couple different trims on the card thing here, but we're just gonna sell them as a whole. Okay, we're just gonna sell them as a whole. So we have some eyelet trace trim here, and for sake of time, I'm really not going to measure them, but you can see how much is there. Unless they're smaller amounts, then I'll measure them. But then we have this trim right here, and you can see how much of it is on there. And I'm gonna sell both of these together for one money. And just so you know, it will be coming off of this plastic thing to ship it better. It may be left on if you have a smaller box, but just think that it's going to be coming off of there. Okay. Hi, Pedlin Patrick. How are you? So we're going to go ahead and start this. Let me change the time here, and we'll get going. There you go. And that's the first one to start off today. You guys want to see doilies? Let me know. We can switch to doilies. I got all kinds of fun stuff. Fun stuff. I have some like the crocheted tablecloths too, and I'll have to flip the camera around when I do those because those are quite big. But you have to ignore my looks here. This one is pretty wide. That's fine, honey. Thanks for stopping in. Any vintage velvet ribbon? Not that I remember. Not that I remember seeing in here. But you can see this one's pretty wide. Let me get my ruler out because I know that's going to be some questions here. But you can see how wide this one is. This one is about 3.5 inches wide. Hey, T. Thomas, how are you? And that is like a crocheted. And then it has this one over here to the side. And it's about that wide. Okay, and you can kind of see how much is on this one and then how much is on this one. Okay, so several yards there. This one looks like it's maybe a little got a little discoloration right there and maybe discolored on the outward. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, sweetheart. Appreciate that very much. I'm not sure what you purchased, but I appreciate that. Okay, and then these are run in for both of these. If you're just coming in, you're going to receive both of them, and it possibly will come off the card depending on what you buy. Okay, just for shipment reasons. Oh, yay! Which one did you pick? Which one did you pick? Yay, yay, yay! Then we have this. This is like a fringe. I think you remove this edge right here, but this is like a vintage. This would be really cool on a boho bag. Pink, yeah, that one's a nice one, which I think they're all nice. That's why I chose the colors. But let's see how wide this one is. Like this would be perfect if you make the boho bags. Well, Johnny, let's not do that. Okay, thank you, hon. Appreciate you. Yeah, that is inches. I thought that wasn't on inches for a second. So that's just over an inch, about an inch and a quarter. Inch and a quarter for that one. And well, since there's only one on here, we'll start this one at $3. How about that? Wake you guys up this morning. But this is the fringe where you remove all that. It's really cute. This I could definitely see on a boho bag. You guys want to see doilies? Is that what you're wanting to see? I can definitely do doilies. I can do doilies if that's what you want to do. Unless you want to stick to trims. I mean, I've only done 3 lats, but okay, I have this doily. Oh, this is like a runner. This one is a runner. Let me get some scissors. This one's like a table runner, and it is pink, really pretty pink actually, and doesn't look like it has any stains or anything on it. And let me get a length of it here. This is 28 inches, 28 inches long on this doily right here. It's a long one, and it is, let's see, it is about 10 and a half inches wide, 10 and a half inches wide. 10 and a half by 28. 10 and a half by 28 on this one. Really pretty crocheted doily. You can set all those, cut all those apart if you're doing upcycling. Okay, here's a really pretty navy blue one. And actually, I did dye this one. This one was cream. This one was a cream color, and I dyed it like a navy blue, almost like a denim color. And let's see, it's pretty wide. It's got like that pineapple stitch right there. Probably needs another blocking on it, honestly. Just wet it down and block it out. But it looks pretty good. It's very large. Let's see the circumference on it. Their circumference is, it's about 23 inches wide. 23 inches wide across. So it's a nice big one. Really nice one. Just gonna put that on the back of a shirt. That one's navy, like a denim blue. It's more like a denim blue. You can see the color there. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate everyone being here. That is not. Let's do this trim. This is like a shiny polyester trim, and it is very wide. And I think I pulled this off of a curtain, actually, some vintage curtains. Let's see, that is 32, 36, about a yard and a half. This one's about a yard and a half long, and this is what it looks like. Like I said, I did. You're going to see some remnants of a curtain there, but I pulled that off of a vintage curtain, and it is. Let's see, from here to here. It's about 11 and a half inches wide. 11 and a half inches wide on this one. Really beautiful. If you guys do junk journaling or whatever, this would be a great one to wrap around your journal. There you go. And that one is running. Thank you guys for coming in. Let me know what you want to see. Trims, laces. Like I said, I have some tablecloths. Some tablecloths. This one is very unique. This is got little like a beads on it. Can I get this out of this package? Oh, okay. Well, you have to break it out of the package to get it out. But this is old. Bought it with a lot of other vintage. I'm gonna have to break this package. Just, that is very awkward. Okay. But it's several yards of this, and it's got the plastic beads hanging from it. So you would put that in and set that into something that would be really pretty on a boho purse too. But you're going to get all of this, several yards of that. It's like a creamy, dusty pink. We'll run that one. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it. Trying to clean out my stash of all my craft supplies, and this is stuff I use to upcycle. Just let me know what you're looking for. I have trims, doilies, laces, all sorts of fun things today. I might have some piping too. If anybody's interested in piping, have some piping. Here's a navy blue ruffle. Navy blue ruffle ready to sew into something. Good morning, Mama Britt. How are you? You see all of these yards and yards of this. And this is let's see. This is a inch and a half. An inch and a half. Several yards of that. I would say probably 5 yards of this. This would be great for little girls' dresses, all sorts of fun things. I do have a vintage book sale tomorrow. I only have 50 books, but I thought I'd go ahead and see if anybody wants them. And then I have the rest of my patterns. If you guys are into patterns, bookmark that show on Thursday because I have a lot of costumes in there. A lot of costumes. So this is piping. It has that dusty pink piping from the 80s. There's several yards of that on there. That's a whole card of that. I'm gonna start this one at $3. See if you guys are awake on this one. There you go. I made my own cording. My daughter's made her own cording, and it's a pain. So if you can buy it pre-done like this, it's way, way better. This is awesome cording. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I have this vintage pillowcase. It has some crochet trim. It does have a little bit of a boo-boo right there, but that could be sewn together very easily. And it is marked H for Heidi, Holly, Holbert. I don't know. Last name looks like, is that something on that? Nope, that was just, there we go. And you can see, oh, this is really pretty. And let me open it up. I don't think there's any stains. Maybe a little mark right here. Maybe just a little tiny faint mark right here. But other than that, in really good condition. And I was probably going to just use this piece out of it anyhow. So if you want to cut it up, good cutting piece. Let's run this for two. Let's run this one for two. There you go. That one's running for two. Beautiful pillowcase. Heather. Heather's another H name. Heather, Holly, Holly Hobby. There you go. Really pretty flowers on that one. Thank you guys for looking at that. Let's see. Oh, another vintage pillowcase. This one's like pinks. Pinks and it's got a little bit of tinge of yellow. OxyClean may work on this. I don't know. I haven't tried to OxyClean it. It's just been in my stash. So there's a vintage pillowcase right there. Or run that one for $2. There you go. That one's running. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here. Appreciate everyone being here. You looking for lace? You looking for crochet doilies? Are you looking for trims? Let me know what you're looking for, okay? Just let me know. Okay. We have this gimp. This bright gold gimp. That's like reminds me of Michigan colors. It does have on right there. It has that spot on that spot, but it has several yards. You can work around that. I think that's on the same strand there, but there's lots of yardage on that one right there. We'll run that one for $4. Lots of gimp right there, gimp trim. This is really good to use on a lot of people use this on scrapbooking and junk journaling, trims on purses, so all kinds of fun things to do with gimp. What you guys looking for? What are you looking for? I'm not sure what this is, honestly. Maybe one of you sewers know, but it's I guess I do know, but I don't know. I don't know the name of it. I mean, I know some applications, but it's got that little bit of a stretch to it. But there's lots of that. It's kind of like a hunter green color. Several yards of that. Run that for a couple bucks. There you go. And that is running. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Let me know. I did sell out of your bead or your beads. I'm such a dork. Yes, I sold out of my beads. I absolutely did. Thank you for asking. Yeah, because at the end, I was just like, it was taking forever going through all of it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be here all day. So I just like started lotting up the beads because It was literally taking so long, so long. Now this is some lace. Let me see how much this is. It is, we're gonna go with the shortest end here. It's a yard, so let's say 38 inches by 36 inches, so a yard by 38 inches. And then there's an extra cut on it actually too. But here's a big scrap of lace right here. But it's one big piece, 38 by 36, 38 by 36 on this piece. And then I sold out of my scrapbook stuff, and then I found more scrapbook stuff. So, I don't know. There you go. That is running for this piece of lace right here. It's 38 by 36. 38 by 36. I have a couple beautiful vintage linen tablecloths. I'm probably gonna have to turn the camera on. I have not tried to OxyClean these at, oh, and they do have some stains, but I think I was gonna cut out the we'll just show you. I think I was gonna cut out. Oops, here's my office chair. Let's flip this around here, and I'll try to show you. Ignore the way I look. I'm pretty bad today. Okay, let's see. So here you go. It's pretty wide. This is a vintage tablecloth. It's like a linen. It's like a bark cloth. Okay. And you can see down here, it's got some stains down there. I have not tried to get them out. I have not tried to get them out. But right there, oh, you can't see it. That on that side, it's got a stain. You can see it. It's like an oil stain. And then where was the other ones? Right here. Right here. You can see it. But I have not tried to do anything with that because there's some more, because I was gonna just cut out the flowers of it. But this is like a bark cloth, vintage 50s. Let's get a width on it. It is 24 inches wide. 24 inches wide by, let's see, 24 by 24 by 48. 24 by 48 on this one. Really pretty green color. That's the color I painted my cabinets actually. $24 by 48 on this one, and it has a couple stains on it, but I think they, if you OxyClean it or use some stain treatment, it should come out. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate everyone being here. I want to have the camera turned around. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. This one is really pretty as well. I think I bought this actually, this one on Whatnot. This is also a table runner. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Oh, this one's super long. Okay. This one is 16 and a half inches. 16 and a half inches wide. 16 and a half inches wide. And extremely, extremely long. Let's see. I don't know. I thought it was a tablecloth, but it's got a cut edge on there. I don't know. Or toweling fabric, maybe. Because this is super duper long. And it's got the salvage edge on it. I'm gonna try to give you a rough yardage on here by doubling it over. Okay, let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my lord. It's probably 4 yards, 4 to 5 yards. I'm guessing 4 to 5 yards. But this is like a bark cloth. So yeah, maybe they made towels with it. You might be right. That seems like a perfect idea for that. To make some towels. But I don't see any stains or anything on this piece, but it's super beautiful. Great vintage piece, really long. Like I said, 4 to 5 yards on that. And it was 16 and a half inches wide. 16 and a half inches wide. Thank you so much. That's your first purchase with me. You guys have to ignore. I'm trying to keep my face off camera because I am a hot mess this morning. Hot mess. Literally hot. Thank you so much. And that is number one. Okay. Next up, I have this beautiful tablecloth. Does have an issue right here. This is Battenberg lace, though. Has that issue right there. But this is Battenberg lace, as you can see up close. That's how you thank you, hon. And it is a tablecloth. Oh, it also has this issue right here. Like I said, some of these have issues, and I didn't mind about it because I was crafting with them. Has a stain. I don't know if you can see that right there as well. Okay, and it has this is a beautiful piece of Battenberg lace, and it is a tablecloth. It's a tablecloth, so you could definitely set something on that or just use it as is. This is 72 inches this way, and then it is going to be it's going to be more than 72 the other way. 72 by, let's see, 26, 52, 60, 72 by 60 on this piece right here. And if you're just coming in, it does have a couple stains on it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful Battenberg lace vintage tablecloth. This piece right here is the biggest stain right there. I have not tried to get any of these stains out. I just want to be clear on that. I bought this stuff for crafting, so I didn't really care about the stains. But that is a beautiful vintage piece. This one's super old because I actually bought this from somebody local that sold at an antique store. And so I know that this one's really, really old. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. A special power. You do have a special power. Thank you so much. That is number two. You guys, I'm just trying to downsize. We're moving, so that is what I'm trying to do. Okay, next up, this one is kind of like it looks like somebody didn't wash it very well. But this one is going to be 32, 30, about 33 inches square. And it does need some OxyClean. Does need some OxyClean on it. Wouldn't necessarily call this a stain, but it is a little discolored right here. And this isn't bright white. It isn't bright white, just so you know. But it is almost like a card table size. But I don't see any holes or anything with it. Here's another. So it has a few spots here that are not super white. We'll start this one at 3. We'll try to start this one at 3. There you go. And that one is running. Thank you so much. It's about 33 by 33. On this one, really pretty. Thank you very much. A special power. And that is number 3. Number 3 on that one. Here's a creamy off-white one, and here's another huge tablecloth. This one does have a stain as well on it. This one's oblong. Oblong. What is going on here? I don't know if anybody wants this. This one has a piece cut out. So is anybody interested in cutting this more? It already has a piece cut out of it. But I don't know if anybody's into it. You can definitely cut these doilies out of it and use them. This one's really heavy. Very long. It's oblong. But if nobody's willing, yes, okay. I will run that one. I do have to change the weight on that one, though, because this thing is heavy. It does have a piece cut out because I used to make doily Christmas trees, and I think that's what I use this one for. Let me change the weight real fast. Um, and we will start this. We'll do this one for 4 because it's a really big piece. There you go. Really big piece. Does have that? It does have a piece cut out of it. Just so you know, again, just want to repeat that so you hear that, or somebody else is coming in, and then you can see it right there. That piece is cut out, but it's you can use it. You can put this on the bottom of t-shirts, flannels. Thank you, the special power. That's a lot of lace right there. Doily lace, whatever you want to call it. There you go, and that's number 4. I have some of these. This this has got the center like this, where it's got the linen in the center, and then these come off the edges. So it's a bow. Yeah, you like it here. Don't forget to use that coupon there. So it's got these crocheted lace. Let's see, like do like that. There we go. Crocheted lace. So they come off like in a point. So down the leg, there might be a little discoloration right here on it. Okay. Other than that, no holes or anything that I can see. Really cute piece. Interesting, actually. Probably what I thought when I picked it up. But this one's interesting. So it's got these edges like that. Linen in the center there. And then it's got these, those must come down over like the legs of a table. Very interesting on that one. Okay, let's get some. I might have more than one of these. Oh, I do, right here. So these are like placemats, crochet doily placemats, and they are 17 inches long each. 17 inches long by 11. 17 by 11, and there's 2 of these. You're going to get 2 of these 17 by 11 placemats. There you go. And those are running 17 by 11 placemats here. Really cute. I don't see any stains on these. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate everybody. Just let me know what you're looking for. I'm going to keep on running these. I do have other trims still. Okay. Let's see. I got a lot of stained pieces here. We'll run a few of them together, but they're like a little discolored. Have not been OxyCleaned or anything. But I think these used to go on the back of a couch, or a chair. But that's like grapes or something in there. This one has a problem right there. Okay, we're gonna run that one, and this is another one of them, identical. This one has an issue right here, has that issue right there, and then it's the same thing. It's the exact same one. And then we have this one. We have this one right here. And this one does have some staining. All these need OxyCleaned, some treatment. I don't know what went on there. It's got something going on there. Here's another one like the first 2. No, actually, this is the cleanest one so far out of all 3 of those. Have that one. So that's 4 pieces. And then we'll throw in this piece. This kind of has a grape motif also. And this one has a little bit of staining on it as well. Okay. So all 4 of those pieces, have some staining or issues on them. There you go. And those are running for all 4 of those pieces. I think they used to go on the back of a couch or something like that. Armchairs. They all have the same match. Need some OxyClean treatment to these. Thank you very much. A special power, and that is number 6. These are perfect for crafting, which is what I bought them for. And put those. I was putting them on the back of flannel shirts, and you can cover that stuff up really easily, or just cut it out. Okay, so that is number 6. Oh, your phone died. That's no good. Mine does that sometimes when I'm doing a show, and I'm like, oh no, how do I get this back? Okay. Here's another one of those placemats. Do I have another one of those? Is that the same? That is different. Are those the same as what you got? Let me look and see. There's so many similar. Yes, that one's the same. Do I have any more of those? I don't know. It doesn't look like I do. Okay, I'm just going to put this one in with the other 2 that you bought, because it looks like this is the only one I have. So I'm going to put that in with these 2. Okay, so you're going to get 3 of those, okay? Bonus. There you go. Next up, I have this piece. It's similar. It's like a placemat or just to go on your table or whatever. But it's a 12 by 18. 12 by 18. What in the world kind of number is that you got going on there? 12 by 18 on that one. And then this is not the same, but it's the same style. So you have this one, and this one is a 9 by 15 on this one right here. We're going to run those 2 together so you can see the difference in the sizes there. Those are like a creamy ecru. Let me change this back. There you go. And these 2 are running. So you have this one. It's like a crew color, and then this one right here. So you're going to get 2 of those. Thank you very much, a special power. And that is number 7. Appreciate that, sweetheart. Number 7. If you're watching on YouTube, you can come over to Whatnot if you want to bid. That's how you bid, is you come over to Whatnot. This one is a circular piece, a really large circular mandala piece. It does around this side, it looks like it has a little mark right there. I don't see any other issues. And it is the circumference of this. It does need a blocking. Absolutely does need a blocking. This is 29 inches across. This one's beautiful. But I only see that little mark on that one. Maybe another mark. I see another mark. It's hard to catch them all, but see, it's just a little tiny mark right there. And they're both on the same side, actually, so you could put this face down if you're going to put it on your table. If you're going to put it on your table, you can put it face down. We're going to start this one. This one I'm going to start for 5 because it's a big one and doesn't really have any issues to it. Really pretty. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Almost. It's not that far from being like a little vest, because I've made vests like this. Thank you so much, a special power. I've made vests like that where you just keep going around and then you cut it off for like armholes. But that'd probably be could be a child's vest, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So that is number 8. Number 8. This one's like a creamy white color. This one's creamy white. Really pretty dainty lace. Let's check it for any issues. Here's the scallop edge here. I'm not seeing any issues on this one. This one looks pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. And that one is 27 inches. 27 inches across on this one. There you go. And that one is running 27 inches across on this one. And here's your edges, what they look like. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Getting some good doilies. Very good doilies. Thank you so much, a special power. And that is number 9. Okay. This one is beautiful. This one has a little bit of discoloration on the edges here, but this one has been stiffened a little bit. So it does have a little bit of you know how they used to do, stiffen it. What else can I say about it? They stiffened it. And that's about a yard across, so 36 inches. Like I said, it does have it's a whiter color, but then it has a little bit of discoloration here and here, just right on here. So maybe somebody spilled something on that edge. But this is a really pretty lace one, almost like snowflakes. That'd be pretty at Christmas. So 36 inches by 12 inches. 36 by 12. Oh, so do I. That's why I have so many. That's why I have so many of these because I love them. And I actually decorate with them too. So when I went and was downsizing, I'm like I did keep some, but and I don't care. You might be like me, crochet. Yes. Um if you're like me, I don't necessarily care about the stains so much. I still put them on my hutch and everything, even with a couple little stains, because I have Pyrex and things like that. I just set the Pyrex on it, so it doesn't really bother me. Oh, you unlocked my new friend. Don't forget to use those if you can. Use those coupons. Yeah, all of these right now are crocheted. I do have some that are going to be polyester, but right now these are all cotton crochet. What is on this one? This one has a little staple in it right here. You're going to have to get that little staple out. This is just a small little one. It has that little pineapple motif in there. These are all cotton. But is that, nope, that's not a problem. I thought that was a problem. Let's have one little tiny stain, but or spot. I don't know that they're stains because what in the world did somebody do? I don't know. This one is 21 inches across that way, long, I should say. And then it is about 11 and a half inches wide. This is a really pretty one. That would be pretty on top of a dresser. We'll run this one for 3. Yes, crystals. Yes, they look beautiful under crystals. This one's a really nice piece. This one could use another blocking. $3 on that one. Good job. And that one's number 11. Some of them I have are really, really starched. That's the word I was looking for. Starched. This piece is gorgeous. Let's see if this is just trim. Okay, this I harvested off a curtain. So this is from a curtain, so it's super long. But this was the trim on the curtain. But the curtain had all kinds of issues. So it is let's see, to the point. It is just about 10 inches. 10 inches from here to down to this point right here. So if you got some other curtains and you wanted to put that on the curtains. So let's see. Let's see the best way of measuring this. Let's do to here. Let's do, give me a second. I'm going to measure for you. Okay, so each one of these is just over 2 yards, okay? Just over 2 yards. So 70, just over 72 inches for each of these trims. So there's one piece. I thought this would be so cute on the end of a flannel shirt. Here's another piece. You got 1, 2, 3 of these. 3 of these. And these are basically trims, or you can do whatever with them. But these I did take off of the bottom of a lance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You could do that too. But you can do a lot of boho-y stuff with it, or antique, vintage look, whatever. So we're gonna run those for 5 for all 3 of those, and get all 3 of those pieces. Really nice pieces there. Thank you so much, little mummy. Appreciate that. And you got 3 pieces there, and that is number 12. And that's your first purchase with me. Appreciate you coming in, checking me out. It's number 12. Okay, this isn't a doily. I still have more doilies, but this has got issues. So this, you, if you're a cutter, you can use this. But this has some of the yellowing right there. It has these fruit. You want this one? I'll run this one for a couple bucks. It's got those flowers. I honestly, I was probably gonna cut these bases out because all the center you see has staining. But I probably was gonna cut those motifs out and use the motifs is probably what my plan was. I always have these plans. So I'll run this just for a couple bucks if somebody can use it to upcycle it into something. But it does have those large stains. Looks like grease stains in the center of it. There you go. And that's for this piece right here. I just love little strawberries. Thank you, a special power. She's like, I'll use that. It's got the strawberries and the flowers. Really, really cute piece. Thank you so much. I think you're my people, girl. I think you're my people. There you go. And that is number 13. She's got the vision. She's got the vision. Okay, here's another really large. Oh, this one's interesting shape. It's like a diamond shape. So it's very hard to see that, but it is a diamond shape. And from tip to tip, 36 inches, 36 by 23, 36 by 23. And it is a diamond shape. Check for staining. Maybe at the very, very tip, it has some stains. There you go. It's a diamond shape, though. I don't think I see very many of these. 36 by 23 on this diamond shape one. Very interesting shape on this. All cotton. If you're just coming in, these are cotton doilies. Thank you very much. And that is number 14 for you. Number 14. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's a darker. This is a tablecloth. This one is another. I'm pretty sure this is antique. This is gonna definitely have issues, but this is a tablecloth, and it is the darker ecru color, and it does have problems. I have not oxy cleaned it or anything, but here is a spot right here on that side. Is it on the other side? It does not go through. It doesn't look like to the other. Oh, it does a little bit go through the other side. But this one's super large, large and in charge. It is square. It looks like it's square. Let's see the size on this. This one is beautiful. Let's see. That one is 64 inches by, I'm pretty sure this one I got when I got the other antique ones. 36. These are all guesstimates. 36, 40, 50, 52. And it does have some spots on it. Here's another spot. right here, as you can see. But this one is an antique one. Um, very old tablecloth on that. We'll do 5. There you go. Absolutely gorgeous. This one is just a really, really pretty piece. And it does have it has that grandma's attic smell, just so you know. Not musty, not musty, just grandma's attic. Thank you very much. And that one is number 15. And girl, you're cleaning up. You're doing some good sourcing today. I'm telling you what. Smart shopper. Okay, this one is another Battenberg lace. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. These are different. Okay, so you have these pieces. This is Battenberg lace, and you can tell the way it's put together here. It's either that or it's bobbin lace, but this one looks like Battenberg to me. So these are like little placemats, and that one is just over 10 inches by 14 by 10. Okay, and so there's 2 of those. Here's the second one. And then there's a third one, but it's like, I don't know, it's not the same size. And it's still got the 3 squares, so she changed needle or something, because this one is only just over, it's about 9.5 by 12. So I don't know if she was piecing these together or what. Maybe gonna make a tablecloth? I'm not sure. But there's 3 of those, 3 of those. And these are really old too. You can tell by looking at them. They're all little squares, and these 2 I would consider like little placemats, and then this one is just a little bit smaller. Thank you very much, Nancy. This one's a little smaller. Thank you, Nancy. And that's your first purchase with me. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. And that one is number 16. 16 on that. Better write those numbers right. Otherwise, future Johnny gets a little bit upset with past Johnny. Okay, next up I have another table runner. This table runner is 15 by 36. We're going to say 56. Does have an issue right there. You can see that. Can you see that right there? I don't know what happened there, but I think you could whip stitch that. Other than that, no stains. Other than that, no stains or anything. Other than that one little hole right there. Little hole right there. There you go. And that one is running. So about 56 inches by 13 inches. It does have a small hole in it that you need to whip stitch up. So really pretty, would still be really pretty on an armoire or something like that. Or as like a coffee table. Thank you very much, Nancy. That is number 17. Okay, this one, let's see, get into some smaller pieces here. No. I'm not sure what these were. These, I don't know if they were gonna sew these together. Maybe, or maybe they go on your armrest, like on your lounger chair or something. But these are little linen pieces with hand embroidery on them. But there's 2 together like this right here. And then here's, there's 3 of these. Here's another set of them. And then here's another set of them. Let me check there's not a fourth piece. Might have went on the back of a chair and then on the arms. But nope, I just have 3 of those. And this third one on the back side has that. On the front, you can't see it as much. But on the back, it does have a little bit of a spot there. As I've said before, I have not tried cleaning any of these. I just used to use them as is. So there's a set of 3 of these, and they're all hand embroidered. These are not machine embroidered. Definitely hand embroidered on these. You could even sew them all together and use them as one big piece or take them apart, whatever. Thank you, Special Power. And that's number 18. 18. I'm going to have to look for some more stickers here in a second. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's see. Okay, here's another Battenberg lace piece or bobbin lace. I don't know. Maybe this is bobbin lace. I don't know. This is another table runner. 17 inches. 17 inches by, let's see, 2 yards basically. 72. 72. And this is what this one looks like. Really pretty. And I did see something. I was just pulling that up. Oh, right here. Right here has some discoloration. And down in here, it has a little discoloration. So maybe a good soak. I don't know. I'm not sure if a good soak would work on it. That's a really beautiful piece. There you go. And that one is running. You can see how dainty that is. Super, super pretty on that one. Even if you are not going to decorate it with it and you're just going to use it for cutting or crafting, this is a perfect piece for that. Thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you, a Special Power, for being in there too. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that one is number, oh, yep, you like it here. Oh, no, that's yay, you like it here. That's not yep, you like it here. Yep. Go in, let's see, go up here. Where is my hand? Right there. Go and unlock your coupon right there. Okay? Get $1 off your next, I think, $5 purchase. There you go. And you got to redeem it for it to work, okay? You got to redeem it. So this is just a little pot holder. It has the hook right up there. It's double-sided. There you go. We're going to run that one. Just a small little doily. There you go. That one's running. It's a little cute little pot holder. I think they used to just hang it on the wall because it's got that little plastic hanger right there. Thank you very much. And that one is number 20. Number 20 on that one. If you're just coming in, let me know what we're doing doilies right now. Doilies, I do have some trims. Oh, these pieces are gorgeous. These are really old. I would say that these are antique as well. But these are just some really fine linen. And these almost, I think these are silk ribbon, not silk ribbon, silk floss, sorry. Silk floss, and then it's got this little trim up here. That looks like bobbin lace on that. But these are really, really pretty. This one is approximately 12 by 8. So you have this one, 12 by 8. This one. And then this one may have like a little tiny spot right there. And that one is, yeah, 12 by 8 as well. So that's the same size as the other one. That's just a fuzz on the center of that. And then we have a third one. Here's your third one. And these, like I said, these are antique. I can tell by looking at these. But this one is a little bit longer. This one is 15. So this one was a dresser set, 15 by 10 on this one. Okay, so you got one bigger and then two smaller pieces right here. Okay, and that is a set. There you go. These are, and I'm pretty sure this is probably that one's backwards, Johnny. This is probably silk right there. Thank you, Special Power. Those are gorgeous. You're gonna love those. You are gonna love those. Okay, we're gonna put these in. We're gonna find my bags and start putting this in bags. What am I gonna do? Smaller anyhow, so that'll work. And that is number 21. 21. Okay, we're gonna throw some doilies together here. This one is just circle one, about 7 inches. 7 inches on that one. Here's a circle one. Needs some cleaning on this one, and this one is 9 inches. 9 inches on that one, so you can see the color difference there. You can also dye these. I mean, I've dyed a lot of the ones I've done. Like if they look like this, because this one's kind of rough, I would just dye it because this has got a spot on it right there. There's that one, and then we have this one. This I've had several of these. Hi, Baker Chip. I've had several of these that I put on my Christmas trees. I just wrap that around. So you wrap it around like this, and then you fold that under, and then that's your Christmas tree. Sorry, I didn't do a great job of it, but that's your Christmas tree right there. You wrap that around the base of the tree. So you got all four of these. All four of these. Like I said, I've dyed these navy blue. You can dye them hunter green. You can dye them all kinds of fun colors. If they have some stains in there that you can't, if you want to use them for crafting or something. But those are adorable. Thank you so much. Those are great for Christmas trees. Yep, you like me. Yep, she's here. She's buying. She must like me. Thank you very much, hon. I'm gonna throw this little doodad in here. This got some color issues, but we're gonna throw it in there as a bonus for you. And that was number 22. Okay. This is a piece that either needs framed or some trim put on it or something like that. But I went ahead and put this in here because it's a vintage linen show. So it's an old embroidery piece. There you go. It's an old embroidery piece. I think it was done by that same person that did those. Oh, good. They knows you. Yep. And so it's still missing. Like it has a faint line right here where you would still. I don't know if that's the sewing line to sew it like on a pillow or if it's an embroidery line. And then it is a pillow. Okay, because it says number 1045 pillow, trademark, copyright 1925, guys. So this is antique. You can see that right there. That's why I figured these were antique. Just from, I mean, I've looked at enough stuff that I can tell. Yeah. So this, and this looks like the same. This looks like the same floss that are on the ones that you bought. But this is supposed to be made into a pillow, but you can frame it or do whatever you want with it. Okay? You can do whatever you want. As I always say, I'm not the boss of you. You can do whatever you want. But that one is definitely antique because it has a date right on there that says copyright 1925. Copyright 1925 on that one. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's pretty amazing on that one. And that one is 23. 23. Yeah, I sell all kinds of things. You never know what I'm going to be selling. And right now I'm just cleaning out my house. So we got this doily. It's a really cute one. This is about a 9 by 9 square, a 9 by 9 square on that one. And then we have this one, right here. Just same thing but different color. Not because of staining. This one's about a 10 by 10 though. It just was made with different floss. So that one's a cream, and then this one is a white. And then let's see what else we can throw in with this one. We'll do these colors together. Hmm. That's a weirdo one. We don't want to put that one with it. Trying to find something that goes with it. Let's see. Of course. This one's a small one. It's a little bit chunkier yarn or thread, I should say. And this one's about a 7 by 7. So we got a 7 by 7, a 9 by 9, and a 10 by 10. These are lighter weight doilies. Um, we have all three of those. All three of those. There you go. And those are running. Nobody's challenging you, girl. AI was smart to recommend this show. You never know, though. Sometimes I have 20 plus people in here, and then sometimes I only have a few. So you just never know. Thank you very much, hon. That is 24. 24. Get some awesome things, though. Awesome things. Like I said, you're my people. Okay. So I have this little doily here. This little doily, it does need some starching. It's about 7 inches in circumference, and this one's a round one. And this is a little bit more chunky one. This one does have some spots on it. Needs a soak or a dye, one or the other. And then we have this beautiful one. This is, I think I had one of these before, but look at that. This one's super tiny. This one might be tatting. So this one might be tatted. I've never done tatting, so I wouldn't know, but it looks like tatting. Oh, really? I didn't even notice that. I've been stuck in my little hole here. Here's one that looks like this one. This one does have some staining. This one has some issues. That's kind of a neat little design. And this is more of the chunky yarn. 12 inches? Holy cow. So there's 4 pieces here. 4 pieces here. 12 inches. We would be flooded here. I'm in Florida, so we would definitely be flooded if I had 12 inches. My road would be. But there's already so much water here, right? What else can you do with very much more water? Thank you very much. And that is number 25. So what state are you in? That's 25 for you. These are red, and these have been stiffened. Really? Oh, I used to live there. I used to live in Angola. Well, Fremont technically. I may have some square. Claudia, just give me a second. I'll look real fast. But this one has already been starched. Oh, you live in LaPorte. Okay. Yeah, I know where LaPorte is. We used to live in Plymouth too. We lived over there in Plymouth. So, here's this one. That's a circle one. And here's like this isn't square, but it's a rectangle. And it does have like I mentioned it again. Oh, that's not a stain. What is that? It's like where they maybe burnt the ends right there. I don't know. So I know that was a thing, but anyhow, it's almost like I don't. It's not a stain. I don't know what it is. But this is the matching piece to it, and that one is about 10 inches by 15 inches. 10 by 15, and the circle is 13 inches across. So you're going to get both of those. There you go. This one is the circle one, has that scallop. This has been starched. So these are stiffened around the edges here. Maybe it might be a cigarette. I don't know. I'm not sure. It was weird. It wasn't like, but it wasn't round like a cigarette, right? It was just like, I don't know. In Haiti, I lived in Haiti for a couple years, and on their macrame pieces, they would kind of just burn the ends a little bit, just kind of keep the threads together. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe it would be. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, I know everyone, and it was like the cool thing. It was like almost you are not a person if you didn't smoke. Okay, so let's see if we got any more square. This is a rectangle. Let's see about square. Square, square, square. That one's not really a square. I'm digging. I'm digging. Let's see. I've lots of rectangles because they were more like table runners. Let's see. This is some got any square ones in here. No. I got a couple more antique ones. I'm not seeing any square offhand. This one's really pretty. That's like a goldish color. And I've made Christmas trees with these too. These look really, really pretty as Christmas trees. This one is little. You can see it's very drapey. They've obviously stiffened this one more, but it's the same material, so they haven't stiffened this one. They stiffened this one. I'll get set of these. I'll sell the set of these together. One smaller than the other. Let's see. This one is about 8 inches circumference on the small one, and about 11 to 12 if you go to the points. So a set of these two. Yes. Okay. Great. And yeah, I may come across them, but I don't think I bought a lot of square ones, or I've used them. I don't know. I may have used them because I used to put them on the back of flannel shirts. So I may have used the square ones that I have. Thank you very much. A special power. I'll show you guys these other antique ones, similar to the other one you bought. That they're not finished off. That's number 27. Nope, it's not my usual show, sweetheart. I'm downsizing, and I used to use these. These are from my craft room. I purchased all of them to use them in my craft room, sewing and stuff. So I sell pretty much everything crafts. Like I have a vintage book show tomorrow, and then I have a pattern show on Thursday. Here's another antique one. Needs finished off. And this was probably something that was printed on too, but this is linen, and it does have some stains over here to the side, but if you finish that off somehow, it's probably it looks very similar to the other one with the floss and everything. So maybe that was supposed to be a pillow as well. There you go, and that one is running. Yeah, and it's I had a lot of other books that I sold off with my inventory, but these are books that I just had around my house on display. Thank you very much, a special power. So these are going to be books that maybe aren't perfect, but they're antique and vintage, and I just displayed stuff like you prop things up with them and stuff like that. So yeah, doilies and books. You gotta have it in your decor, right? You gotta have it. Here's another one, and this is, I think this is the last one of these. This one is dated. This one doesn't say. It just says trademark, but it's the same print as that other one that you got. Where it's so hard to see that. I don't know if you can see that or not. But you see where it says trademark on there, and then it says the number. So these must have all been the same ladies. Is that not gorgeous? That would have been beautiful. Now she went right up to the edge on here. So if you're going to use that for something, you're going to have to be creative with your trim and stuff. Yes, this one would be perfect for that. With those butterflies. Oh my gosh. But this one would have been great on the back of a flannel. So here you go. Here's another antique embroidered piece. And we know they're antique because we saw one earlier, right? So, oh, isn't it? It's beautiful. Thank you very much. And you weren't here earlier, Claudia, I don't think, but she bought one earlier that basically had the date of 1925 on it. So, and they're all similar. So that's why I'm pretty much positive they're all antique. Okay, and then we have this is punch needle. Wait, I gotta sneeze. Woo! Sorry about that. Can't help it when that happens. Yes. Never know what I'm gonna pull out usually in any of my shows. It's like super random. Thank you. I need all the blessings I can get. But this one is punch needle, and the only thing it looks like on the back, which it doesn't matter, it's on the back. There was a leaf here that she didn't finish, but other than that, it looks like it's all finished. And this is in really good condition. No dates or marks on this one. It does have down here at the bottom some staining, but I think this is probably from the same era, and that's punch needle. There you go, and that one is running, and you can kind of see that's got like a little bit of a raised. This would be really pretty on the back of a chair or into a pillow if you'd sew, or give it to somebody to sew for you. It doesn't seem like it would cost that much. Thank you so much, A Special Power. And that is number 30 for you. Okay, I have red doily. I'm going to do these red doilies separately because the redder ones are harder to find. At least they have been for me. But this one's really, really pretty. And these actually I had pulled. I didn't have these in my crafting. I had these out to decorate for Christmas. And that's in really good condition. We'll run that for 4. A beautiful red star doily. I should have given you the measurements. 15 inches. 15 inches across on this one. So it's pretty good size. Pretty good size on that red. It's a beautiful red too. It's not Christmas red, it's a dark red. I have some Christmas red coming up next. And that one is 31. Thank you. And I have this one. This is more of a Christmas red instead of a deep red. You can see it. Yeah, there's a better color. And that is 12 inches across on this one. 12 inches across on that one. And I'll do these for 4 because these are just slightly smaller than that last one. That's really pretty. I don't know. I can crochet these if I want to, but they are a pain in the butt, so I don't because I can't handle the small thread. It just is a pain. So I'll just buy them. And that one is 32. And I have one more red, and it's the last red one I have. And this one is a different shape. I mean, it's still round, but it's got a different design on it. And that one is about 10.5 inches across. 10.5 inches, and this is more of a Christmas red as well. There you go. And that one is running. That's about 10.5 inches across. Welcome in, everyone. I'm running doilies right now, but I do have some laces and trims that I still have to run. But we're on the doilies right now. And that is 33. Cleaning out all my stash. Cleaning my stash. Okay, we can put this one with something. Now this one has red trim on it. Red trim on this one. And that is about 9 inches across on this one. Really pretty, and this has that really petite red trim on that. And then we'll put it with this one. Put it with that one, and that one is about 7.5 inches across. And then we'll add this one to it, and it's about 7.5 inches across also. So we'll do those three right there. 3 for 3. There you go. 3 for 3 on these. Got the red and white one, or this is more like a creamy color, and then you have 2 like this. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining. If you're watching on YouTube, you can join us over here on Whatnot. Just scan that QR code and join the action over here. And that is number 34. 34. Okay, this one is it's square and then it goes down again. This is another one of those I think they used to put on the back of chairs, or maybe it went like over the edge like that on something. I'm not sure how they use these, but this would have been really pretty on the flannel. But you got this lace right here on that, and then you have the cut work on it. Really, really pretty lace in the center. And that is 14, just over 14 inches across, and 14 by, at the deepest part, about 12. 14 by 12 on this piece right here. Yes. Yes, I did. It's hot, but you do acclimate. You do acclimate here. I couldn't handle, I have fibromyalgia, so I couldn't handle the cold anymore. And my husband's company is down here as well as Indiana, so we just transferred. But I mean, it is warm right at first, but I'd rather be warm over cold. Thank you. You're my new BFF. Thank you very much, BFF. There you go. That southern accent just comes out every once in a while. I can't keep it. I can't keep it in. It just comes out. 35. Actually, nobody speaks Southern really down here, but this one is, yeah, I have a friend up in Massachusetts. Every once in a while, she'll stop into my shows. This one's about 31 inches long by 13, and this is lace. It is not crocheted. This one is not crocheted. It is lace, as you can see. And I don't see any, oh, I do. I was going to say I don't see any stains on this, but that looks like somebody set something like a perfume bottle or something down on that for a while. But yeah, my friend, when she comes in, she can't handle the heat either. She came down here to visit during like February, March, and she was roasting. I'm like, oh my gosh, you definitely wouldn't be able to handle it here, because February, March is February, March is nothing. But you know, it's like I've said before, like up north you stay inside during, well, not everybody. Some people go out and they go, tobogganing or whatever. But you stay inside during the winter for several months, where here we just stay inside for a few months, 3 months. So it's the same. That is number 36 for you. It's just a trade-off. So we have this one. This is like the chunkier, thicker cotton. And that one is point to point, about 11 inches across. About 11 inches across on that one. Let's see if we can put something with it. This one's going to be really random. This one is, I got to take that sticker off. There we go. This is not crocheted. I use these on the Christmas trees too. Hi, plus size gals. How are you? So this one is like, this is not crocheted. This one's crocheted. So you got those two together. And then we'll put this one in on it. And this is just a modern piece. But it's lacy and it's got that center piece right there. And this is just a modern piece. So we'll put those together. So you're going to get 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 on this lot. 3 for 3. There you go. And that's running. Three for 3. There you go. Thank you very much. A special power. Girl, hope you're not getting tired of this stuff because I still have a lot left. Hope your banking account isn't getting tired of this. 37 on that lot. Okay, here's another. Oh, this one is gorgeous. Look at the center of those. Look at the center of those. Those are beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I can't remember what that stitch is called, but that's some talent right there. And then this right here. This one's probably antique as well. So that's that one right here. That's a long one. That one is 13 inches by 13 by 30. 13 by 30 on this one. Let's see if we got any stains. I don't see any stains or holes on this one. This one's a good one. No stains or holes on that. Let's run that one. There you go. That one is running. So 30 by 13 on this one. 30 by 13. This one's absolutely beautiful. You guys passing on this one, you're crazy. Crazy people, I'm telling you. A special power. She has a special power. She told everyone not to bid. Very smart, a special power. She's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's her special power. She's like, no one will bid, so I will get it. Okay, we have this one. I know, right? I know. You guys got to bid so she can use her coupons. There you go. And this one is 14 and almost 15. I think it's going to be about 15 if you starch it. 15 if you starch it on that one. And then we got a little baby one. Look at the little baby one. That one is just about 5 inches across on that little one. And then we have this one. This one is one that I did dye. It does need starched out because after I dyed it, it kind of, but this one is a color of Christmas tree I did make. This nice, beautiful gold. So you see it does need blocked, but it's like a goldish color. We're going to do all 3 of those. All 3 of these for $3. There you go. She's like, I need you guys to bid against me so I can use my coupons. There you go. Everybody's just watching. They're just watching. They want to look at all the pretty things. That's what happens is they come in and they just want to see all the pretties. Thank you very much, hon. Appreciate that. 39. Yes. Yes. Well, and on dress shows, it's kind of hard, right? Because it might not be your size. So you kind of have to watch for a while to see, if your size comes up. And it's always the size that is not your size that you love it. You're just like, oh, man, this one's pretty wide. This one definitely needs a starch. This one is 20, almost 30 by the time circumference, by the time it is starched here. We'll run this one by itself because it's a pretty decent size one. Hey, I've seen some bigger dresses though too. I've seen some bigger dresses that I'm like, man, I wish that was in my size, but they usually go fast, right? I mean, that's weird. I sold clothes too, and the bigger sizes go faster than the smaller sizes, which is weird to me because when I sold online, I could sell small sizes and big sizes. So I don't understand on Whatnot. It's mostly big sizes that sell faster. Thank you very much, hon. And that is number 40. 40, 40, 40. Okay. Here's a really pretty one. Not necessarily a doily, but it's a lace table scarf. Beautiful lace table scarf. And um this one's 29 inches, 29 inches length by 29 by 15. 29 by 15. Beautiful lace scarf. And I don't see any stains or anything on this one. No problemos on this one. There you go. That's a beautiful one. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I do have some trims coming up. If you're here for trims, let me know. And that is number 41. Appreciate you. And let's see. And I have this. This is really pretty. This is just a little vintage um I guess this is a scarf as well, table scarf or whatever. But it's hand embroidered and it is white and it is 17 by 11 and a half. And it just has that trim down here at the end. 17 by 11 and a half. Just going to do this one by itself. 17 by 11 and a half, and it has that little trim at the bottom. Hand embroidered. It's really dainty and pretty. Thank you, a special power. Thank you very much. Need to check something here real fast. Thank you, sweetheart. And that is number 42. 42 on that one. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Okay, what do we got right here? Let's see. Okay, this is another little embroidered one. I think I used to use this one. This one is linen and it does have a little mark right in here, but it has this petite, really super petite hand embroidery on it, and it has this lace around the edge. And I think I used to use this one in my with my Pyrex because I do the blue Pyrex, the teal, and that looked really pretty. Oh, let me give you a measurement on that one. That one is about 10 and a half. 10 and a half by 15 and a half. 10 and a half by 15 and a half. There you go. 10 and a half by 15 and a half on this one. Really, really pretty hand embroidery. You can tell it's hand embroidery because of that back right there. really light pale blue vintage. I would love my house to be this color. My husband wouldn't, but I would love my house to be that color. Thank you very much. That one is 43. He's like, I'm not going to have a blue house. So I'm like, it's not really blue. It's like a teal. He's like, it's blue. Okay. Yes, the walls can be that color. I have a pink wall in my house. He would be fine with the walls being that color. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, this is going to be the, I have a few more of the doilies left. And then I have just a lot that I'm going to put together of like laces and stuff. If anybody wants to buy the whole lot, but I'm going to put these two colored ones together. It would be very Florida, right? I agree, Mama Britt. But I did talk him into like more of a green, seafoam green on the house with like a color, like an orangish colored door. So he was going for that, but then we're gonna move, so we're not gonna do that. But this is doily. We're gonna put it with this one. This one needs OxyClean soak, but it's really pretty, very lacy, and it's got this one they did with the variegated, so it's yellow and then goes to cream. We're gonna do those two together since they're similar. Do these two together. So we got the orangish one right here, and then we have this one right here with the yellow and the cream. 2 for 2 on those. Thank you very much. A special power. And then let me see what I got here. I might just lot up the rest of the doily ones for you. And let's see. It's just some random things, and some of them have stains and stuff. That was 44. Okay, let's see what we got here. We'll put those two together. Those three together. Okay, let's do this. We have this one, the square. Is the person that wants the square still here? Are you the person? I have this square one. We'll do this one by itself if you still want one that's a square. It's about 14. It definitely needs stiffened. If you're not here, I'll just run it in a lot. For about 14 by 14. I'm trying to decide if you it might be 15 by 15 if you stiffen it. Is the person wanting the square still here? If you are, you need to speak up. Speak up or forever hold your square doily. Okay, we're going to run this with other stuff. So here's this white square doily. We're going to run it with this little runner. Okay. So we have this one, the square one, and so this one is 7.5 by 22. Thank you, Claudia. I couldn't remember who it was. And is that something on that? Yes. That needs a cleaning. I think that's top because it doesn't really go through. That one needs a cleaning. These are just random bits at the end here, guys. Not at the end, but the end of my doilies. So there's 2, and then we'll put it with this one. This one is a lacy one. This one's a little bit of a newer one, but it's still really pretty. And this one is going to be 25 by 9. That one would be really cute in the winter if you put that on top of a blue tablecloth. 3, and then we're just, this piece is just, it's just kind of a cutter piece because it's got a little hole right there, but it's got kind of an odd shape, kind of an odd shape. It's the one with the little flappies there and there. Okay, so we got these 4 pieces. These 4 pieces, okay? Yes, I sure can, Claudia. It's about a 15 by 15. It's 14 by 14, but I think it just needs, it needs a press. So I think if you pressed it out, it would be a 15 by 15. It does have just a very light, it needs an OxyClean soap. Okay. They're very light Mercs, and I really can't. Yeah, they do go through a little bit, but they're very light. Okay. So you're going to get all four of those, 4 for 4. 4 for 4. There you go. They're running right now, just because I hadn't started them yet. 4 for 4 on these. There you go. Special power. If you're still having trouble, Claudia, you might have needed to go out and back in. I don't know if you still didn't see it running. I don't know. But sometimes you have to update by going out and back in. Okay, and then I have these round ones. This is a similar color to the one earlier, but it's lighter, but it's the same design, and it's very drapey. Very drapey. Oh, it's hard to see. You can take your phone and swipe to the left. If you take and you swipe to the left, there won't be anything on the screen. You won't be able to bid, but you can swipe and just swipe, 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 and you'll be able to see nothing on the screen except for what I'm holding up. Okay. And then there's this one. This one does have a little bit of needs some OxyClean, I should say. Another good soap. So here's this one. And this one is about 11 inches across. Yeah, go out of the show and then come back in. Out of the show and then come back in. So there's that one, 11 inches across on that one. And then just over 11 inches across on this one. And this one's about 14 inches across, and this one's a lace one. And just so you guys know, lower down here, but I'm looking on my screen. If I do them lower, I'm right into the words because I have two screens here. So I can see on my phone where I'm holding them, and then I look over on my computer, and that's kind of how I judge. I mean, I can go back some like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, sweetheart. If you're talking about it being up here on the screen, then that's definitely a U. I mean, if it's still up there, then you've got to refresh because it shouldn't be up there anymore. And then here's this lacy one, beautiful lacy one. So you're going to get 3 of those. And actually, I'm gonna put more in here because it looks like I only have a few left. So then I have this one. This one is an antique one. It's kind of like a creamy. I can't describe the color, but I can tell it's antique from the color. Okay, and here it is. And this one is going to be 8 inches by 14. 8 by 14 on this one. Did it disappear, Claudia? 8 by 14 on that one. And then this is just a cutting piece. Okay, it's like somebody started the project and never finished. And then here's an eyelet lace piece right here. There's an eyelet lace piece on that one. Okay, and that little eyelet lace thing is about 11 inches by about 5 inches on this one. So you're going to get all these pieces right here, these doily pieces. We're going to start them at $5. So you got the lacy one. Yes, I'm running these all together. Yes, ma'am. And then this right here, this piece. And then I've got this piece, and then I've got this piece right here. And then I've got this piece. Thank you, Auntie. Appreciate that, Auntie Gabby. And that is number 46 for you, hon. Thank you very much. 46. Okay, and then I've got these are going to be, I'm going to call them cutter pieces. If you want to deal with cleaning them or whatever, and you make them new again, or like I said, these are perfect for dyeing other colors. But this is a round tablecloth. It's a crochet tablecloth, and it's about 36 inches in diameter, approximately 36 inches in diameter. But there is some staining. I don't know if you can see that staining right there. But like I said, these are perfect. This would be perfect dyed jello, right? You could dye it yellow, you could dye it navy blue, all sorts of colors. There's no holes or anything in it. It just has that yellow staining on that. So I'm going to run this one. There you go. And that is running. I usually try OxyCleaning them first. And then if OxyClean doesn't work, then I go to the route of dyeing them if I want to dye them. So there's all sorts of things you can do. Or you can use it as a cutter piece, a craft piece, whatever. Or you can just put them on with the stains to make them look like your house is really lived in. Thank you very much, a special power. And that one is number 47 for you. Okay, I have a piece of lace here. A piece of lace. I think it maybe is supposed to be a table runner. Same dealio with this one. It's got some staining, but this is a polyester blend. And let's see the measurements on this. This one is it's very long, very long. 60, 90, 120, just over 120, and it is approximately 14 inches wide. 14 inches wide on this. I'm trying to get it so you can see the design. Here you go. And this would be beautiful on a banquet table. And I mean, it is intended to be a table scarf or a table runner. So 120 inches. 120 inches on this one, and it's only the one end down here that has the staining down here. I'm thinking spray and wash, since this is polyester, should get that out. But no 100% guarantees on that. So 120 inches on this lace by, what did I say, 14. It's really, really pretty. Does have that little bit of a mark on it, so you need to know that. Thank you very much, Nance. That's your first purchase here. Thank you for coming in. And that is number 48. 48. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I'm going to put some of these, let's see, together. Some more pieces together because these are some random pieces. Okay, this is a tablecloth cutter piece or whatever. I don't know if anybody wants me to run it. Let me know. But here's the design of it. This one it's definitely, it's got some major issues. See the hole there. Lots of stains on this one. Several holes. Very big though. But this would be a nice cutter piece if you're needing something to cut up. Let me give you measurements and you can determine. It's about 2 yards, so 72 by 72 by a lot of 70. Let's see. 2 by 7, 36. 36 by about 60. Oh, the one you just bought, sweetheart? Yes. What number was it? 48. Is that 48? You can also go to the video receipts. After you purchase, you can go to the video receipts and it'll be on that. But there you go. You guys, I don't know if you guys know that you can do that. After you purchase and the show closes, you can go to your video receipts and it will show you on your video receipts. So does anybody want me to run this tablecloth that is definitely has issues, but it's kind of like a lacy tablecloth. It has holes and it has stainings, but it would be a cutter piece. If nobody wants it, it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I'll just put it to the side. If somebody wants me to run it, let me know. Okay, I have this round. I don't know if this is round. It's about 19 by, is it round? 19 by 18. So it's a little bit of an oval. This is like a polyester. It's polyester. I can't really tell you how that feels. It's interesting, is all I know. And then I have this table runner. No, I don't like that. This table runner, and this is like a polyester as well, but it looks like an eyelet lace. And this is a table runner. I don't know if you can tell. There you go. That's what it looks like. And it is about 38 inches. 38 by 38 by 13. I double check that measurement here. 38. Yeah. 38 by 13 on this. This is a polyester piece and this is a polyester piece, okay? A creamy and a white. There you go. Now they're running. You're going to get this round piece right here. It's kind of like an oval piece, and that's like a polyester piece. And then you got this white polyester eyelet lace piece, which is really cute. Very easy to take care of these because they're polyester. There you go. Thank you, Auntie Gabby. And those two are yours, and that is number 49. 49. Okay. What we got here? Oh, I thought I was done with doilies. I am not done with doilies. Oh my goodness. They keep on multiplying. I thought I was gonna go to trims, but I still got doilies in here. I have this really pretty green one right here, but it does have an issue right there. Okay, so you need to whip stitch that together. There's that green and white one, variegated green, and then we'll throw these. These look almost, I don't know, more modern. There's that circle piece, this circle piece, and then I think they must have. Oh, and then these little, they have tied together, so they're just two little rounds. Yeah, here's a couple small ones. I might have got rid of all the other smaller ones too, Nance. But I have these, but these aren't probably what you're looking for. So these four, and then this big one right here. This green one is probably about 11 and a half inches. Yeah, I sold some of the smaller pieces just a little bit ago, probably before you came in. So this green one, which does have an issue on it, you need to whip stitch it together. And then these right here, these are more like, some of these are coaster size, and then you have this size right here. Okay, and then I have this piece. This is a table runner. This is 36 inches by about 14 inches. And this is a hand embroidered piece. It's got that like that 80s, 70s, 80s gold color with the brown. Very 80s looking, but it's like got that cross stitch on it. Which is the front and the back? Okay, this is the front. What is the front and what's the back? There you go. And this is all on linen. Let's see if it's got any, I don't see any staining or any holes. I don't see any staining or holes. There you go. And that's for this table runner right here. Hand embroidered on linen. And that's 36 inches long, 36 by 14. 36 by 14 on that. If anybody wants me to rerun that one, let me know. I have this little linen piece. Looks like that's been tea dyed. Does have a little bit of a mark right here on it. But that's a round one. I'm going to put this with this one. This blue one. This really lacy blue. This one does need stiffened or blocked. But it's got these blue flowers on it. And this one needs a soak. Needs a soak. But that one's about 12 and a half inches by the time it's blocked. So we're going to do those two pieces together. There you go. So that's for this little linen piece right here, and then this piece right here. Really pretty blue flowers on that one. Definitely needs a soak and then a blocking. Okay, and then I have, oh, this precious little heart. Look at this little hand embroidered heart. Needs a steam. Needs a steam. Is that, oh, the lace right there has a boo-boo. Oh, but you could put new lace on that, and it's double-sided, so they made it so that the embroidery doesn't show on that. That is so sweet. That is a sweet piece. It's like a little yellow. There you go, and that one is running. The little lace right here needs some work, but this looks like a 50s piece. This looks like it's from the 50s. So cute. I love that. You guys, I have a vintage book show tomorrow, a vintage book show, and then I have a pattern show on Thursday. Oh, this is like a, oh, that just, I know what that other piece was for that was a weird shape. So a special power if you're still in here. I know what that piece was for that was like this. So these are like for your bread baskets or your bread bowls. So you fold it up like this. They have in a deal on the shorts, or does he not?
Just what you already made.
Oh, okay. So see, you fold them down and over and over and then over. So this goes in your bread bowl. Okay, your bread bowl.
Can you get this out? Because your washer stained clothes of mine, and I don't know. I don't know if it's oil or what.
Oil. So a little bread bowl embroidered. Actually, that's pieced too. Little piecework on that one. That's really cute. So these go in your bread bowl. Earlier I sold a piece that was similar to this, and I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what is that weird shape? And I just figured it out. Thank you very much. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Rowley. I say Rowley. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And that one is yours, and that is number. Yeah, tortilla warmer. Yeah, that would work too. That one is number 50. Number 50. Okie dokie. Then we have, I'm going to put these pieces together. This is, these, like I said, either need dyed, they need stain treated, whatever. That's about 13 inches by about 31 inches. And this is a like an eyelet lace one, and this is cotton. It does have a few little marks on it, lighter weight, light marks on it like that. You can see that one has it, and then this one isn't matching, but I'm just gonna put them together. This is a table runner, and here's another eyelet piece like that, and this is a cotton one as well. And this one is going to be um, 14 inches by 14 by 42. 14 by 42 on this piece right here. So it's a table runner. And then this piece right here. So you're going to get them both. They're both a little bit different colors. You can see a creamy and a white. They probably have little tiny spots on them. They do need clean. These will need a soaking or a dye. But you're going to get both of them. Both little table runners. Thank you, Nance. That one's really cute. And so this one with the ruffle. Thank you very much. And that is number 51. You have some spots, like I said, that you're going to have to clean out. These are all vintage, so, they are what they are. 51 on those. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. This is not a bread thing, but this has the shape of a bread thing. It's got the square in the center here. The linen right in the center has a little, really, really light oil stain, but I have not tried to get it out. And then it had this lace right here, and this goes down like over the legs. And here's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. It's very hard to see. There we go. That's the design. It's got like a bow and then some fruit. Okay, so let's see. The square area is 30 inches across. Okay, the square area is 30 inches across, and then it has those lace crocheted bits down the side. But the very center does have a little yellow mark on it. Okay, it's very unique. I don't think I've seen one like this before. Okay, and then I had this earlier. This somebody took some fabric, some like bark cloth fabric, and made a table runner out of it. It's 24 by 24 by 50, and it has not. I have not tried to get these out. I have not tried to get these stains out. I haven't soaked it. I haven't done anything to it because my purpose was not to use it as a tablecloth. My purpose was I was going to cut these big flowers out of here. So it has several big flowers on it. So if you want to repurpose it or something like that, this would also make the type of material is if you make bags or something, it's a really good material for making bags. Sorry, my phone's going crazy. Didn't fold that very well, Johnny. But this is probably a 50s fabric. But it does have the stains on it that you have to deal with. So I'll just run that for $3. Somebody wants to deal with the spots on it, or deal with it. I don't know. Like I said, it does have those spots. You have to deal with that. I have not tried dealing with it, so I don't know. It's like a bark cloth. Thank you very much, Raleigh. And that is number 52. And then I have this piece of lace right here. And I can't remember. It's like almost like a square. Let's see. It is 38 inches by 38 by, I want to say 38 by 36. 38 by 44. 38 by 44. And it's lace. I didn't, there's this piece that's, let's see, it's been cut, but I didn't use that cut in the measurement. So you're still going to get all this lace right here for one money. And it is a 38 by 44 piece. 38 by 44 on this piece of lace. 38 by 44. I need to hydrate. Okay. Vintage pillowcase here. I think this needs a soak too. It's got a little bit of a yellowing tone to it. But this is a 50s pillowcase. No holes or anything in it. No holes, but it's a 50s pillowcase. And then I'll throw in this one with it. This has got an embroidered bottom down here. And it has an H with flowers, or butterflies, I should say, and flowers. And I thought this one had a little bit of a, yes, right here in the crochet. It does need a little bit of attention right there. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Let me see. I don't see any stains on that. Nice crisp cotton. So you're going to get both of those. Oh, right there. There's a little mark right there. You're going to get both of those vintage pillowcases. There you go. Both of those vintage pillowcases, this embroidered one and then this little pink floral one. Both of those. Okay. I have some vintage ruffle navy blue trim. Several. I'm not going to take this. This is, it said 42 yards. I don't think it's 42 yards, but it's a lot of yardage. And it was, how many? It is a inch and a half. Inch and a half for this ruffle, cotton ruffle. There you go. Navy blue cotton ruffle. You're going to get this whole thing of it. This whole entire thing. Okay. I have this lace trim right here. This I harvested off of a curtain. So it does have a seam down here. Let's see what measurement. I might have two of these. I'll look and see after I measure this because they're going to be the same size. But this is a really pretty lace. And it is 58 inches long. 58 inches long. Yeah, it was navy. Thank you, Nance. If you want me to rerun it, let me know. Yes, thanks, Lep Fan. 11 inches wide. Okay, so 11 inches wide on this by 58. Let me see if there's another one of those. Yes, I have two of those. I have two of those. Okay, and I just cut them off of a curtain because the curtain was really ugly and nasty. So I just harvested this lace. Okay, so two of those. There you go. And those are running. That's really wide lace. Really nice and wide. So they're 58, 258 by whatever I said the width was. Hopefully you can remember. Thank you very much, Nance. Thank you. See, somebody's paying attention, Let. Thank you. 53. I have a really big navy blue doily. Now, this is one that I've dyed, so it probably had some stains or something, and I just dyed it. So this is 24 inches is the circumference of this large blue one. But this is an idea. If you get some that are stains, you just dye them. And so this is like, it's more like a denim blue because it was cotton, so it looks kind of like a denim navy blue. We'll run this one for 4. Yep, I sure will. I sure will. Thank you, Let Fan. Thank you very much. That's your first purchase with me, and that is number 54. Okay, that is this right here. We'll run that. And I'm probably going to take it off the card. You may get it with the card, but assume it's not going to be on the card, okay? Because it will be whatever's easiest to ship it. There you go. That's running. And yeah, it's navy. It's a navy blue. Thank you. I probably did an anti-gab, Gabby. You can repeat it. And this is number 55. I probably did not see your message. I don't have a moderator, so sometimes I miss things. Here's a really pretty pink table runner, and it does have some light yellowing in there. You can repeat it, sweetheart. Some little bit of light yellowing in there, but I think if you have this on a dresser or something, you're not gonna see it. The large lace piece. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I can do that. This is 11 inches. 11 inches by about 26. 11 by 26, and I'll rerun that lace piece in just a second here. 11 by 26 on this one. It's a really pretty pink one, and it does have that light yellowing. Okay. This one's really, really pretty. This is the color of my wall in my dining room. This pink right here. Because who doesn't need some pink in their life, right? Thank you, ladies. And that is number 56. 56. And we'll run that lace piece. This was what was it? 44 by hopefully you remember the measurements. Okay. There you go. That's running. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you. And that is number 57. 57 on that one. Better make that 7 better, Johnny, or you're going to have trouble in the future. I have to really look. I'm like, does that say? Okay, I have some more stuff on cards. This one is a really wide piece of cotton lace, and it is 4 inches, 4 inches, and right here it has some discoloring, but there's several yards of it. Several yards of it. I'm going to say approximately 3, very approximate, because I don't want to take this all off. And then we have this like almost like a gimp. That's navy blue, and there's a minimum of 2 yards on here. Maybe you guys know how many yards this is. I mean, because this thing, if this helps you, is a half. This is a quarter yard in this length right here. Okay, so if that helps you, but you're gonna get both of those, and those will not stay on these. Just so you guys know, I probably will take them off for easier shipping. They may come on, but they may come off. Okay, just want to let you know. You got that cotton. This is cotton right here. I'm not sure what material this is. This is like a navy blue, and then this is a white cotton. Thank you guys very much. appreciate everyone being here. This is all me destashing all my stuff from crafting because I do flannels. And I'll probably do flannels in the future, but I just need to, we're going to move, so I just need to get rid of some stuff. Okay, and that one is number 58. 58 on that one. And then I have this is some eyelet trim. Some eyelet trim, and this feels like it's cotton. It might be a poly blend. I'm not 100% sure. We have that trim, and then we have this trim right here. It's a smaller one. Let me tell you the width on these. The smaller one is about 3/4 of an inch, and the wider one is about 2 1/4 inches. Okay, and you can kind of see how much is here on this one. Several yards on that, and then several yards on the skinny one. Okay, and those are both white. There you go, and that one's running. And I'll just repeat it. I know you guys heard me say this, but people come in and they don't hear and they bid. But these will probably come off the cards unless, depending on what you buy, just be easier to fit into a box when they come off the cards. Okay. Thank you very much, Aunt Gab. And that one is yours, number 59. Number 59. Awesome. And then I have more, but you guys tell me if you're interested in any of these. This is like a woo. This one is a gold gimp, and you can see there's a lot on here. This one does have in a couple spots. This, I haven't tried to wipe it off, and right there. It's in just in 2 spots right there, as you can see. But if anybody wants me to run that, I can run that one. And then here's some vintage fringe. I thought this one would be amazing on a boho. You got to remove that to make it fringy. But I thought this would be amazing on a boho purse. So if you guys want me to run that, just say fringe, gimp or fringe. And then I have this dusty pink piping trim. So we have that piping, dusty rose, and you can see how much is on that. Lots on those. So those would be $3 each. And then this, I don't know. You guys may use this. I don't know what it is. It's like a horsehair. I think that's what. And it's not horsehair, but it's like horsehair. Let's see. Trying to get a good way of showing this. So it has a little bit of a stretch to it, and it's hunter green, and it's not a twill tape, but it has a little bit of a stretch like horsehair. So there's that. So you guys just tell me if you want me to run any of those. And then we'll move on to some other. I have this. This is vintage lace. It's a polyester. It's 80s for sure. It's got that dusty pink in there. You got this whole roll of it. This whole roll of that. Okay, so this is like a polyester lace. And it is, I should have told you the inches. It's 2 inches. It's 2 inches. Thank you, Nance. Got rubber band on that one. And that one is 60. Okay, and I have this beautiful purple one. It's a cotton, and it has a chevron in there. And that is about 1.75 inches. And I gotta roll it up here because somehow I've gotten it unrolled. Anyhow, there's a lot of it. You guys probably want to sit here while I'm rolling it up, but sorry. Bear with, bear with. Okay. I have no patience for this. Not on camera. I have patience when I'm not on camera, but when I'm on camera, I have no patience. So This little plus this round. So this is all cotton, okay? This is all cotton. And it's about an inch and a quarter. Inch and a quarter wide. There you go. And get all that an inch and a quarter wide. Really pretty, like a crochet trim. Guess I can why this was why it was running, Johnny. You could have just been wadding that up. Thank you, little mummy. I could have been working while you guys were working. Ah, I failed. Okay, well, it'll be nice and pretty before you get it. That is number 61. 61. Okay, we have this beautiful lace. Probably need to measure that. Look at that. It's got an inset right there. You can put some ribbon in there, and this is going to be 5 inches wide. 5 inches wide, and let's see the length of this. A yard and a half. I have a yard and a half of this, and it's 5 inches wide. Ah, man, Nance, I hate when that happens. I've done that before. You just want to kick yourself. There you go. So this is a yard and a half. It's this lace trim right here. It's got that inlet, and actually you could cut that right down the center. If you want to use the bottom for something and then use the top for something, you could just cut that right down the center. Okay, let's see what else we got. We have this beautiful one. Look at this. That's flocked. And that is just over 2 inches, probably 2 1/4 to 2.5 inches. Let's see. Let's do it here, Johnny. Let's do it. Yeah, 2.5 inches on this. And we have this is like this is old. That much of it. You have a lot of it. That's really really pretty, and that's like a almost upholstery grade. I'm gonna start that one at 4. That's gorgeous. I think I was gonna use this. I was gonna make a queen costume, and I think I was gonna use that on the bottom of the skirt. That's gorgeous. You're getting a really good deal up. Awesome. And that is number 62. That would be pretty on a boho purse too, though. Also be pretty on a boho purse, yes. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of this. There's a lot of this. Okay. This one's probably about 2 inches wide. Let's see. About an inch and a half. Inch and a half wide on this, and this is what that one looks like right there. Okay. And you're gonna get all this. Thank you. Lots of yardage on this. There you go. And that one's running. It's got some mauves and greens and yellows in there. Gold, more of a gold than a yellow. It's really pretty. Thank you, Lap. And that is number 63. Number 63. Yay, you like it here. Number 63. Okay. I got lace, guys. Lace, lace, lace. This piece is, let's see, let's double this up. I might have 2 of these. I need to look in that bag. I see something else staring at me. This is 64 inches. This piece is, but I might have 2. 64 inches by 64 by 4 inches. I might have another piece of that. Yes. 2 pieces. 3 of these. 3 of these. So these probably came off of some curtains. One, two, yes, three of these pieces. Okay, so 64, what did I say, 64 by just over 4. So 64 by 4. And these are like a polyester lace. 64 by 4 on this one. There's 3 pieces of them though. So you do that times 3. Do that times 3 on this. And this is like a creamy color. Awesome. And we're going to put those in a bag. So I know they all go together. And I did the hard part for you, taking those off of the curtain. And those are, that's number 64. Thank you very much. This lace, this one also came off of something. Let's see. We'll do 36, 62, 2 3/4 yard. 2 3/4 yard. Thank you. Is there more? Is that the same? It is. 2 3/4 yard on this piece, and then I have another piece. This may have came off of a wedding dress. I don't know, but this is what it looks like, and it is 3 inches wide. This is 3 inches wide. This piece isn't as long, so I think this might have came off of a wedding dress. I don't know. I can't remember, guys. So this is a yard, and then the other piece was what, 2.5 yards. I'm making sure. Yeah, they're exactly the same. 2.5 yards. So this is probably a wedding dress thing. There you go. That's a really pretty lace right there. So you're getting about just over 3 yards of this lace, and it's 3 inches wide. So it's going to have this little piece of mesh that you'll have to deal with when you get it, but it's not a big deal. Thank you, Nance. That one is yours. Let's get a bag for that. You don't go with that. Okay, 65. Okay, this is some more carded stuff. I have this piece. That is about, it's technically about an inch of this eyelet, because this is the part you sew in. So that's an inch. And then on the same card is, I don't know what this stuff is. It's different. Some kind of trim. Look at that. And that is, that's a 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch on that. And then that was an inch on this one. So you can see how much of this you get. And then, let's see how much of that you get. You get several yards of that. Okay. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Thank you for stopping in, sweetheart. Appreciate you coming in and say hey. Saying hey. There you go. Those are running. So you have this like lace, and then this stuff, which is, it's like a top decorative stuff. Never seen anything like that, honestly. You can get lots of that, Auntie Gabby. And that is number 66. Yeah, I'm doing really good. Auntie Gabby, you're going to have to change your payment method, hun, because that one failed. It's a whatnot thing. It's a whatnot thing. Whatnot had got you. Now this stuff needs a cleaning. So you're gonna have to take this off this card and wash it. But it is really unique. It is really unique. Just let me know, Auntie Gabby, whenever you get that fixed, okay, sweetheart, so I know. Otherwise, I have to rerun that. But this has so that it opens up and then you just sew it on top. It's got this polka dotted, and then it has all this cotton lace right here, cotton crochet lace, and that is about an inch wide. But you get tons and tons of it, tons of it. But it does have like it's been stored, so it's a little bit dirty. Thank you for sharing, Tracy. Um, it's a little dirty. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So if my measurements are right, because this is a quarter yard, it should be about, I count 36, 13 yards. 13 yards of this on here. Okay. So you could even sew that into something, where you wouldn't see that if you just wanted that trim right there. Okay. But it does need some cleaning. Thank you, Auntie Gabby. I knew you'd get that fixed, girl. I knew you'd get that fixed. Thank you very much for fixing that. And that one set did not. It's not running. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this to me? There you go. That's running for this. And this is feels like all a cotton. It's about an inch wide, and then it has that where you sew it into stuff. Okay, but it does need some. It does need some TLC. Okay, if anybody wants me to rerun that, let me know. Let me know on that. We got some fringe. We have some different fringes. I'll just run all these fringes together, but I have to change the weight. But we have this cotton fringe like this, very boho. If you do some boho stuff, some of that. 2 yards of that, and then we have like a yard of this fringe right here, and then we have this vintage gimpy stuff. There's a couple yards of that on there. We'll put that, and then we will put. I had some other fringe. This fringe right here. You pull out that green thread, and you'll have all this trim. And there looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 4 yards of on this one, but this is cute little vintage fringe. So you're gonna put all those together and get all of those. I'll just leave the weight the same. We're just gonna leave the weight the same, and that's not gonna start. There you go. There you go. You get this vintage trim right here. Fringe. I guess it's more fringe than trim. Trim, fringe, you know what I mean. There you go. I'm going to get both of those sets. Thank you very much, Let. Appreciate that. I can see a bag with that stuff on it. 100% I can see a bag. But what are you doing with it? You tell me what's your idea to do with it. Number 67. Sometimes you guys got better ideas than I do. I know, right? That stuff's hard to come by. People are sleeping. They're sleeping. Yes, see, yeah, I want to get into upcycling jeans, but I just got too much on my plate. Um, I love that. There's what's her name on here that does that? She's done it. She puts them on eBay. I can't remember her name though. Here's some vintage ruffle trim, and this has got the hearts. This is definitely 80s. It's got those little hearts on there. There's several yards on here. This, the last little bit here has a little bit of discoloration. Must have been the way it was stored right in there. But other than that, it all looks pretty good. But I'd probably take it all off and wash it anyhow. There you go. That one's running for you. All this vintage ruffle trim with a little country blue hearts on it. Okay. Then I have this trim. This definitely needs a soak. This all needs pulled off of here and soaked. But you could that's just showing the age. This eyelet trim right here. And then it has this then I have this. This would look cool if you open up your jeans on the side. This is like that cottony macrame stuff right here. You have all that in there. So you're going to get that whole lot of it. There you go. But this definitely needs a cleaning. This right here does. It needs a soaking. Okay. This is I had to open it up earlier, but it has these dangles on it. They're plastic, but it's all this trim and it all has I probably won't take this one off the card. That's too much of a pain in the rump. But this is like a dusty rose pink, light pink, and it has all of these like beads. So a beaded trim that would definitely look cute on a boho bag. Okay, let's see what else I got. Let's see what else. Hmm. Those are interesting. I'm digging in my bag here. I'm digging in my bag. Okay, I've got this vintage lace. I'm gonna put some of these together. I'm gonna make a lot because I only have about 20 minutes left, so I want to get through this stuff. This is a vintage lace, and that's about a half inch. It's still carded, and I'll leave it on that card because that card is everything. And then I have this vintage lace. It's a baby blue, and it says it's 3 yards. 3 yards, and it's still in the package, sealed up and everything. So those two, and then where's this? And then I'm gonna put this in with it. This is very interesting. I don't know if you're supposed to. This is cut apart or what, but you're gonna get all that. That is about 3 inches. No, about 3.5 inches wide on that. Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to cut those or tear them. Maybe this was originally for like panties and stuff and underwear. I don't know, but you're gonna get a couple yards of that, and then this original fashion trimming, new in the package, and then this old this is looks maybe a little bit's been used off of it, but you're gonna get all three of those. All three of those. There you go, and those are running. All three of those trims. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate everyone being here. Those packages are amazing. That I would use that just for decor. Then I have two pieces. These are two different colors. I don't know what they were. They're crochet. They're crochet and they're wide. 4 inches. 4 inches by 36 on this piece. 4 by 36, and it's like a sage green, and they're finished off on the end. So there's that one, and then there's a green, like a Kelly green, and those are crocheted. I have no clue. Oh, this one's a little longer. So this is a little longer than a yard. So you're going to get this color green one and this color green one. I have no clue what the intentions were on these. We're going to run them for $2. $2. You can use your imagination on these, on what you can do with them. I have no clue. You can see there's just a little bit of a difference in the length of them. Let's imagination is running with those. She's gonna come up with something amazing, and that is number 68. 68. Thank you very much. And then we have this trim. This is like a teal blue. Thank you, hon. This is a teal blue, and it feels like a polyester blend. About 2¼ inches wide, and I have all of this, and then this is a separate piece. But these are all one piece. Okay. There you go, and that's running. It's like a light teal bluish color, like not baby blue. It's got more of a green tone to it. Okay, and let's see what else we got here. Oh, you might really like this, Let. Oh my goodness. People need to be paying attention to this one. I almost want to measure to see how much is on this. But this is like, it's embroidered, very thick. I can't explain the thickness on this. Not upholstery weight, but this would be amazing on jeans. This is 3 inches wide. 3 inches wide, and I think I'm going to get a measurement on this because it's not a ton of it, but it's enough. Mm, 80 inches conservatively. Okay, 80 inches conservatively. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, and I can't explain the texture of it. Very old. Kind of reminds me like a Holland vibe. We're gonna run that for $5 because that's super amazing. And here's the back of it. It's not like normal ribbon or anything. That piece is super cool. Okay, let's see. I have some bits and bobs, and this is all going to probably be in one lot. One lot here. We're going to make a ginormous lot, okay? This is any more fringe. Let me see. No, I have some more gimp. I have some more gimp if you need more gimp. Like I have some thin gimp, some gold, and then I have like this, flocked gimp with this stuff, which I have no clue what this is. So if you're interested in that, but I don't know. I don't have any more fringe. Okay, so this is all going to be one lot, so you got to pay attention. I have this fashion trim. You're welcome, hon. This fashion trim right here, that little lace trim. This light like peacock blue, not peacock, periwinkle blue, and that's going to stay on the card there. You're going to get that. And I have some little pieces of this green that you're going to get in with it. And these probably came off of a shirt or something, that green piece. And then this piece, that's probably about a yard. And then this is like a little doily, like a polyester doily. Then this trim right here, this ribbon, embroidered ribbon. This is some old ribbon right there. And that ribbon is 1 inch wide. And you're going to get that much of it. And then we have this eyelet lace trim, all of that. And then this old, it says elastic lace, so it has some stretch. And then, let's see, a little piece of this red. It's about a half yard of that red cotton trim. So we have all that. Let's see. Oh, and then we have this. Is this the same? Oh, this is the same. I got more of that red right here. Um, we're gonna put this doily with it. It says brought. I don't know. That maybe means bread in another language. I don't know. We'll put that in there with it. And I have this pink edging lace, and I have a yard of that. Okay, so you get this whole stack right here. Okay, whole stack of laces and trims, just little bits and bobs. Thank you very much. That is number 69. That's Phil Renee. Thank you very much. That's all coming to you. All coming to you. I'm going to put that in the bag so I don't lose that. And that is, thank you. That is 69 for you. Okay. I have this trim here come off of a curtain, and it is about, I think I had one of these earlier, but I didn't see this one in the bottom, so sold separately. 56 inches on that polyester trim. And then we're going to put it with this square little hanky that has some beautiful trim on it. Putting that in there with it. I have a couple of these square doilies. I think actually these were going to be sewn together to make a tablecloth. But maybe you can use them as doilies because they're not finished off. But they all are going to be different shades and different condition, okay? But here's another one of them. Like I said, you can dye them or try to use OxyClean on them. But there's three. This is number 3, and here's number 4. And then we have this beautiful piece. This is like almost like a Battenberg lace or bobbin work. I'm not sure. One of those. And then here's a bigger one. Um, Here's another one of those. And we're just doing it all. We're doing all for one money. So I'm getting to the end here. This is like a periwinkle blue. This one is one I dyed. This is like a periwinkle blue. Probably had a stain on it, so I just dye them when they have stains. But you're going to get all of those for one money. Okay? Get all of that for one money. All of those little square doilies. They all are different. Those square ones are in a little bit different condition each, but gonna get all that. Thank you very much, Lep. And that is 70. Okay, and we'll make another lot here. This is super vintage. It definitely has issues, staining and such, but I was gonna put it on the back of a flannel, so I didn't care. But this is, I had some antique pieces, and I think this is kind of goes along with those antique pieces that I sold earlier because it looks like that same era. But that's about 16 inches by about 8 inches. We're gonna make a lot. We have some of this trim. We have this piece right here. I don't see any staining or anything on this, but it's an embroidered piece, and that is about 10 by 14. Wait. Yeah, there is a mark on it right here. There's a little mark right there on it. Here's some. This is a curtain, so I probably was gonna harvest this lace off of this curtain. So that's what I did. So that's a curtain bottom, valance, I should say. I'm gonna get that piece, and then this little lace piece right here, and that is a 9 by 4. Here's another matching curtain here, matching curtain. So you're gonna get 2 of those valances there. And then some more little like white flower trim. And then this doily, this is one of the chunky doilies, and it is approximately 12 inches in diameter. And then with this one's been washed, so it scrunches up. You have to steam them out. But there's that one, and we'll run that lot. There you go. And that's running. Gonna get those 2 lacy curtains, this vintage embroidered piece, all of that. With issues you relate. Yes. Me too. Every day you feel more, right? Feel more vintage. Uh every day. And gonna get those curtains with that beautiful lace on them too. You get all that for the one money. Thank you very much, Let. And that is number 71. 71. Got about 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. I'm trying to get through this. Trying to get through it. I have, oh, this is beautiful. I'm gonna run this by itself because these are beautiful right here. This little trim right here. No, I'll put them together. I don't feel like dealing with this right now. Oh, you must have died. Yeah, that's right. If you wake up and nothing hurts, I agree. You're like, wait, blink my eyes. So that one, and then this inset stuff right here. And you can see how much is on here. I was gonna run that separately, but then I decided no, I just don't want to deal with it. This is a lace collar, guys. This is a vintage lace collar. I know these are worth money just by themselves. Because the girls are wearing these right now. So that's just a vintage lace collar. I don't know the size of it. Maybe oh, it's got the hook and eyes. Where's the other side? You hide it. Oh wow, this is old. This is really old. Okay, so it's for a really skinny neck though. I'm telling you, that's got a sorry about that. We have this unicorn, that's polyester. We have this one. I did dye this one. It's a bright yellow. It's a bright yellow. I wasn't happy with the color, so I was gonna dye it again. But that's a bright yellow. Then we have this one. This is a chunky one. I don't see any on that thing on that. Here's a couple more square ones. That one looks okay. This one looks like it's got a couple stains on the back side. Oh no, down the front side there. A couple more of those. Okay, we're gonna run this whole lot. This whole lot right here. There you go. That's running. Okay. I think that is it unless somebody wants this. This is vintage and it needs cleaned. But this is what it looks like. Oops. That's the bottom. So it's got that can't remember what you call that because my brain is dead right now. And then it's got the trim right there. But I've got lots of it. I've got lots of it. If somebody wants me to run that, I will. There's lots of yardage, but it is old, old, old. Okay. Thanks everyone for coming in. We're going to get off here. Um, let's grade someone. Appreciate everyone coming in. Appreciate everyone buying. We're gonna go to a reworkers. Oh no, we're not gonna go there because she's selling. She ain't selling. We're gonna go to farmhouse. We are gonna go to farmhouse. She's always fun.